Listen, guys, listen. We got some things to unpack today, man. Y'all need to check out this video, and then we're going to get into some commentary about what we just saw, okay? You guys are law-abiding citizens, I'm going to assume. So you guys let me know in the comments what you guys would do in this situation.
Shots fired! Shots fired! I'm in! What? I'm alive! I hit the car! I hit a shot through the car! Oh! I'm good. I feel weird, but I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
What we have here is a cop mistaking an acorn. Yes, I said it. A fucking acorn for gunfire. I've never seen anything so stupid a day in my life, especially with this man being ex-military, active forces, okay? Who is now a cop, which after the situation he resigned. Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired! I'm in! What? I'm alive! I hit the car! I hit a shot through the car! Oh! I'm good. I feel weird, but I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Oh. Shots fired! Shots fired! I'm in! What? I'm alive! I hit the car! I hit a shot through the car! Oh! I'm good. I feel weird, but I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
shot through the car. Oh! I'm good. I feel weird, but I'm good. I'm good.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Parlay. Welcome back to the channel. And today, I want to get into the police versus acorn shooting. This is a weird situation because this is something that I can personally say that I've never seen on camera in any type of recording history. The funny thing about this whole situation is the person that he's shooting at, and he claims he was shot, the cop. The person he was shooting at was already handcuffed and in the back of the cop car. Now, what's weird about this situation is, how do you do a full search? All right, we understand what happened prior, okay, with the suspect and his girlfriend and the car. Okay, but the crazy thing about this whole situation is the suspect was fully searched, tossed into the back of the cop car. Okay, you got somebody. Now, where the female cop comes into play, she seems like she doesn't even know what the hell's going on because obviously she didn't hear any gunfire, right? So this cop is walking by the car, and an acorn drops. Apparently it was under a tree or whatever. And a squirrel didn't like what the hell he was doing, arresting this man or whatever. An acorn dropped and hit the top of the car. This cop, which is, we now know that he's a former military officer, goes into a full roll. Okay? I can't make this shit up. The man went into a full roll as if he was playing Call of Duty. Okay? I'm going to remind you, I've personally never seen anything like this in my life in recording history of a cop shooting because of an acorn. How do you, first off, my question is, how do you mistake, and you've been to war, an acorn for gunfire? Okay? I've never heard of such a thing in my life. This is weird on all types of levels, okay? He mag dumps. He emptied a whole clip into the back of the car. The cop car, okay? Where the man is handcuffed. And I know this, whoever this young man is, Marquise, I think his name is, was fearing for his life with all of those shells flying over his head, glass breaking, and hitting him from all different directions. Not to mention the female cop that was walking on scene had no choice but to start shooting because her co-officer was obviously, seemed like he was at war. So why would she not dump, right? But that's needless to say, okay? How can you mistake an acorn falling for gunfire? Even a regular person, a regular citizen, could not mistake that, okay? Secondly, why would this man scream that he's been hit? When he goes into the road, you hear him sound like on the all this type of shit, bro. Like, that's the funniest shit that I've ever seen in my life. All right. Now, I have my take on this whole situation. Any man or woman that's been deployed and have been in active duty in war should go under strict and well-qualified evaluation before they're put into any type of field, whether it's law enforcement, being a teacher, or even working for, let's just say, public sanitation. If you've been to war, there's some type of trauma, okay? I've never been to war a day in my life, and I'm going to state that. I've never been to war a day in my life, okay? But as a regular citizen, I know the difference between gunfire and what's not gunfire. This is a man that goes to the range and practices every day. You hear shells dropping every day, okay? We've seen previous videos where cops have done horrible jobs of searching a suspect and the suspect shot. That's a whole different type of situation. You can actually hear gunfire. The suppressing from any type of gunfire can set off any type of alarm, okay? But let's not mistake the fact that gunshot from a fucking acorn, okay? Now, what is wrong on all these different levels is his partner. If his partner didn't hear any gunfire, she should have been screaming from across the way that there was no gunfire, okay? Because not only was he about 50 yards away from the car where he started off right next to the car, the other officer was about 50 yards from the car walking in that direction, and she heard not one gunfire. And you can hear in the video her asking, what did you hear? Like, gunfire? Like, she was confused about the whole situation too, but she had no choice but to start shooting because her partner was shooting. All right, now let's look at this from the victim standpoint. Why would you be shooting at me if you did a full and thorough search of my body? That's the big question. Why would you start shooting at me? This is me as a victim. I'm not the victim in all actuality, but we know what we're talking about, all right? This man's fearing for his life, all right? 22 shots were shot into this cop car. 22 rounds. How will you feel safe after this? As a victim, what would be going through your head when you know that you did nothing to warrant law enforcement shooting and emptying an entire magazine clip into a car that you're handcuffed in and you have no type of self-defense? When they searched you, you didn't have a gun on you. I didn't have a gun on me. I didn't disrespect this cop. So what would make you think that I'm going to shoot at you? It's crazy, right? All of you are thinking the same thing as me. You wouldn't know what to do in that situation. The only thing you can do is take cover and duck. Now, where the story gets finicky is once they figure out that there was no gunfire coming from that car, when the sergeant gets there, they go to the window to check to see what's going on. They see that the guy is still alive, okay? They tell him, sit up straight, and we're gonna shoot into the car. Now let's backtrack real quick. 4 days ago, the victim and his attorneys had a public hearing in the press on the whole situation. And I honestly feel bad, and I could see the hurt in the family's eyes because this man could not possibly be here today. Since then, the cop has resigned. There's been no charges filed. The second officer on scene, the lady, she has faced no type of discipline. Why is that? They both shot at this man. When they got to the car, they said in order for him to open the door, he had to sit up and put his arms in the air. Well, damn it, I can't put my arms in the air if my hands are in cuffs. So how is that possible? For them to start shooting into the car just so they can get into it. Well, don't you have a key? Don't cop cars only open from the outside? Help me make this make sense. It don't make sense at all. I think that they were out there for a body and they were looking for any type of reason. I think that they still would have gotten in trouble, but I think they would have walked away. Now, here's my take. These cops should both be in jail. The lady, because it's off of reaction from the other cop, maybe 2 to 5 years. But that officer that initiated it definitely needs to get 10 to 20 years. Okay? This is assault and battery. Okay? This is attempted murder based off the after fact that they told this man to sit up and put his hands in the air when he couldn't do either or. Especially who would want to do something like that after they've just been shot at with 22 rounds. Okay? This motherfucker went into a full roll as if he was in active war with Saudis or wherever he went to participate in war. We're on U.S. soil, dude. There is no war outside of dealing with the border, okay? And even at the border, you don't see Border Patrol shooting at people or emptying full magazines into a car. So what would make you think? You obviously have some psychological issues, brother. And you're not my fucking brother. But you obviously have some psychological issues where you can mistake a fucking acorn for gunfire, dude. What training do you have? What type of training? Dude, when you guys come out of the military and decide to go into law enforcement, do they just not put you guys through training? And even the ones that go through training don't even know what the fuck they're doing most of the time. That's the irony in this whole situation. That they give horrible training. You have to go through, if I'm not mistaken, 6 weeks of training in order to become an officer in law. That's not enough. Mainly because 90% of these officers don't even know the Constitution. They don't even know the Constitution. So, let's just say this. 30% of arrests that's made are off of false pretenses. They were fed the wrong information, or either they made the wrong decision because they assume. Keyword, assume. That's the fucking problem. These cops assume too much. Somebody is going to end up actually getting killed because of shit that you assume. You're going to put your fellow officers, which are, some of them are good. I'm sure most of them are good. But you're going to put them in a situation where they can't get themselves out of it. It's going to fuck up their career. Now, was this man innocent for anything prior to it? Evidence is going to come out, okay? But for the meanwhile, that officer that did all that extra bullshit and dumped a whole mag and a half into the cop car should be in jail right now. Okay? There should be some type of counseling that this man should have gone through for at least 2 years before he was able to get in any type of law enforcement field. Whether it was security, whether it was private security, being a police officer, working for the FBI, working for the CIA, any type of law enforcement, this man should be going through some type of psyche to get proof on whether he's validated to be in the field, or should he be on any type of desk duty. Or either, let's go even further, the job isn't for him because he's been through too much. It's plain and simple, man. This is wrong on all levels. My prayers go out to that family. My prayers go out to Marquise, because this is obviously traumatizing. You know, hopefully he gets two things: the money from the lawsuit, and I hope that both of those cops are sent warrants out for their arrest. Okay, y'all stay tuned to what's going on. Like I said, no one wants anything like this to happen, you know. But it's your boy Parlay. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this situation, because nobody wants to go through this. And obviously the law enforcement, they're putting too many ex-active war veterans into the field that's not going through the proper procedures as far as their psyche and mental before they're actually given a badge. Okay, you're making a bad name for the police. It's your boy Parlay, man.